Hello students, we have finished the fourth chapter, that is the effects of electric current. Today we are going to start with the new chapter, that is heat. About the heat we learn in the 8th standard. So heat is a form of energy. So in the matter contains particles, and particles of this, we can say, matter possess potential as well as kinetic energy. So the total energy, potential energy and kinetic energy together of all the particles of matter in a given sample is called its thermal energy. Thermal means we can say heat, that is the heat energy. The total energy, the kinetic energy and potential energy of the particles in a given sample is called its thermal energy. When two samples or two bodies at a different temperature are kept in contact with each other, then there is a transfer of the thermal energy from a body of high temperature to a body at low temperature. So here there is a transfer of energy take place, and that's this energy transfer is the nothing but the heat transfer. Heat is the energy transfer. Then this energy heat, it is expressed in joule or calorie or erg. These are the different units of the, we can say, the expressing the heat. Temperature is a quantitative measure of degree of hotness or coldness of the body. When we say the such substance has such and such temperature, then we are determining, or we are expressing the, we can say, the measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of the body. The temperature is expressed in degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit or Kelvin. Temperature determines the direction of energy transfer. So this we learned in the previous standard. So today we are going to start with this heat chapter. In this chapter, the first will start about the latent heat. You know, in the previous class we learned about the ways of transfer of heat, that is the conduction, convection and radiation. These are the three ways to transfer the heat. We have seen that the conduction is occur in the solid state, heat transfer in solid state, that is the conduction. And in case of fluids, that is the, we can say, about water and it is liquid and gases, there is a convection take place. By convection, there is a transfer of the, we can say that the heat take place, that is a convection process. And radiation, whenever there is a vacuum is there, through the vacuum also the, we can say that the radiation take place, that is the sunlight is, we can say that the transfer from the sun atmosphere where the vacuum is there, from vacuum it comes on the earth. So there is a transfer of the, we can say, heat take place in the vacuum and to the earth atmosphere by the radiation process. So let us start with the first topic of this chapter, that is latent heat. Let us start the activity which is given on the page number 62. Here you can see in the diagram there is a stand, a beaker, a tripod stand and a burner. Beaker contains, we can say, ice cubes, and the bulb of thermometer is, we can say, immersed in the ice. And first we have to see the temperature of the that ice. So after noting the temperature of ice, then you have to put the beaker on stand and heat the ice using burner. Record the temperature using the thermometer after every minute. As the ice is heated, it starts melting. Stir the mixture of ice and water. Continue the heating even after ice starts melting. And then we have to draw a graph of temperature versus time. So you can see the figure, before keeping on the burner, first you have to measure or note the temperature of that ice. After measuring the temperature of the ice, you have to keep on the tripod stand and starts heating. Then slowly the ice melts, and till all the ice melts we have to continue the heating, and afterwards we have to draw the graph. Now you can see the graph in the on the screen. The graph of temperature versus time is shown in the figure. This graph is there. There you can see there is a line AB which represents conversion of ice into water. You can see in the textbook also. You will get more clear idea about the, we can say, this graph. So line AB represents the conversion of ice into water at constant temperature. Means till all the ice melts, the temperature remains constant. Then afterwards the temperature of the, we can say that this ice, that where the, we can say, when all the ice melts, that time we can say the temperature of the ice is 0 degree Celsius. That will be the melting point of the ice. On further heating, the temperature rises steadily from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius. You can see in the graph one, slowly the temperature rises from 0 degree to 100 degree Celsius one, and it is shown by line BC. At 100 degree Celsius, water starts converting into steam. This temperature where water is converted, we can say, into steam, that the temperature is called the boiling point of the water. Further heating does not change the temperature, and the conversion of water to steam continues as shown in the line CD. So after observing the graph, you will find out there are the three different, we can say, lines are shown: line AB, line BC, and line CD. Line AB where the ice melts, line BC where the temperature of that water steadily increases one, and point C where the, we can say, the water starts boiling, that is converting into steam, and line CD is there where the water is converts into, we can say, that the steam. That time the temperature remains constant. So let us see what happens when the, we can say, the solid is converted into liquid, and then liquid converts into, we can say, gas. During the transition of solid to liquid, the object absorbs heat energy, but its temperature does not increase. This heat energy is utilized for weakening the bonds between the atoms or molecules in the solid and transform it into liquid phase. Means here what happened, the bonds are there, the bonds between the atoms and molecules are there, they becomes weak because of this heat energy, and then slowly the solid is converted into liquid. The heat energy absorbed at constant temperature during the transformation of solid into liquid is called latent heat of fusion. So here what you observe, that when the ice converts into, we can say, liquid, that is water, that time the line AB is there, at that time the temperature remains constant. It means that whatever heat absorbed by the ice to convert into water, that heat is called as a latent heat of fusion. So students, after observing this video, you have to study the last year's conduction, convection, and radiation process, and let us define about the latent heat of fusion. Revise the topic so that when we study the next one we will not get difficulty. Okay, thank you.